Welcome back to Factorio Seablock with TSM, episode number 5 I think we're up to. Okay, first of all, I'm not quite sure what I was thinking yesterday, but let's have a quick look at, we'll start at fibre, usage, wood pellets, usage. Okay, so 8, that is 64, but we're making 4, so it's basically 2 of these, 16 megajoules. Goes into 1 wood brick, right? So 16, 5 times 4 is 20. There is a gain there. And all we need to do is throw it in a furnace, and I think this will process easily fast enough for that gain to be worthwhile. If we go on from charcoal, add steam to make carbon, 2 of our, so that's 8, becomes 9. So we get another bonus to go to carbon. Is there anything further that we can do at the moment? No. As soon as it goes red, you don't even have the option to do it. But yeah, we can get to carbon, and we should probably do that so we get more bang for our buck. These are actually okay when they're empty, so we need to do something about that as well. In fact, what I guess I would like to do is set these guys up a little bit more sensibly, probably sort of going up here. We got 347 there. In terms of techs and so on, that's interesting. What are you missing? Now we're not getting enough copper because what? What's the problem here? You have 119. Oh, why weren't you unloading that? You're out of fuel. Actually, what we'll do is I'm going to pick you up and replace you with a electric one. There, I think. Yes, that's the electric version. Not because we want the extra speed, but because this way it will not run out of fuel. You're doing that. And we must have a whole bunch of that stuff now on us. Crushed saphirite. Yeah. Okay, so the problem really is that copper. Are we actually not doing copper fast enough anymore? None. Maybe. Okay, let's get some more text happening. Now, this is my one, I guess it's kind of a bugbear with angels. There's all of these texts that make slight improvements over time, especially if you look at, say, some of these metallurgy type ones. We're not able to do all of these things for quite some time, and the cost is, I think we're going to need that. Let's get that. Let's get water treatment. I don't know why I'm holding back on that. We don't really need the repair pack yet. Nitrogen processing, probably cement, because I think we're going to be doing washing soon. I have no idea. Farming, we probably need to get that one happening pretty soon. What's that? An instrumentation recipe. It looks like an electric circuit. Something else. Advanced mechanical refining. that might be worthwhile as well. Yeah. So yeah, my point about the tree is that as far as I can see, you're often kind of looking at the choices I'm making now don't really matter. We're going to get through all of this anyway. I don't. They're so cheap that it doesn't really matter exactly what I take right now. Anyway, what we need to do is grab the almost 700. So we've now got a decent amount of landfill. What I'd like to do is increase these and do some post-processing on this thing. This is just in the way, so that doesn't really matter. So let's get some landfill. Let's get it up to a size that is at least as big as one of these, or maybe, say, 2 bigger. And yeah, what I want to do is kind of I want to extend this up here at least 4. Now that we've got a decent amount of landfill. Now, just the other thing is, yeah, we're running low on poles, we're running low on iron plate. Okay, those two are quite an issue. I may just stop this whole process. Why don't we, instead of doing that, I will use an iron chest though. Let's just load. Actually, let's do it somewhere that we have power for. Let's just load these into a chest so that we can refresh our iron supply. And electric poles. So we need the wood bricks for that anyway. So yes. Now these things. How much does it cost to make the algae farms? I actually have the farm 2 recipe, which we can't do at the moment. Oh, and also we're going to have to start making basic circuit boards, which we can do, and stone bricks as well. I think we'll make both of those. Yeah, we're going to be running out of resources to make new machines now, because I haven't been replacing them. Oh, I've got 3 sitting in there. Okay. So what I really want to do is actually, there's pass through, right? So we could do something like 1, 2, 3. Oh, where's the nearest power though? We're going to need to do some more landfill shortly anyway, but for now... Okay, so you're working, are you working? No, it's not pass through. Okay, so that's not how I want this to work. Let's do it this way then. It's just the water can come in from either side, not quite the same as a pass-through system. Okay, in that case, let's run water up here. We're also running out of stone pipes, so that's going to be an issue. I have some pipe to ground, so let's use some of that. Okay, so obviously I'm going to need to have to feed. Apologies, somebody's turned on some machine at the moment that I can hear. I'm not sure how much it's coming through on the soundtrack, but it's definitely quite annoying. So just give me a second and I'll shut up the windows, get rid of this noise. that's a lot better. Okay, so what we ideally would like is a way of... Well, I want all of this to probably move, but we need all three of those at the moment. A way of processing this. So let's get this out again. Assembly machines, I can only make one more. That's not good. Basic circuit boards is the problem. Okay, let's then... If I have the brown algae, can I make more? No. Okay. In that case... yeah, we're out of basic resources. Maybe we need to get those basic circuit boards made first. There we go. That's better for iron. At least we have a way of refilling our iron now. So, if we are to make our basic circuit boards, I know we did this not so long ago, but oops, that's not what I wanted to do at all. So the cellulose fibre can make this one, but we need alginic acid, which goes straight from brown algae, and that is in an assembler. So I think what I need to do is actually set up an assembler to do that. And in fact, let's do it here. Change recipe to alginic acid. You're going to have to move. And we are going to have to try to create a inserter, which we still can, that's good. But we have to create all the bits along the way. So this is making alginic acid. Then the next step on the line was usage, alginic acid, brown algae. Okay, go back. So we have that. We then want 20 cellulose fibre to make cellulose pulp, which we can do if we can make these machines, which we can. Let's do that, and that's kind of painful. And we're out of this. Oh, that's because these are full again, which is why I need a better process for it. So you are making, what is it? Cellulose pulp. Cellulose pulp, that's that one. You're going to need power, and we are basically out of power poles as well. Okay, let's start handcrafting this stuff. Can we make power poles? Yes, we can make a whole lot of them. Going backwards through this process, okay. We did do this, so we can do that. cellulose pulp to get to the next step. We're going to need another one of these, which we have. Pulp to paper. It's just pulp makes paper, paper makes wooden boards. So you paper. Let's keep going this way, get out of the way. And we don't have our wooden boards because why can't we make a wooden board? Why can't we make this iron plate? Can we make it yet? No. We need 19 iron plates. That's the other way to get some iron. We can make this now. Okay. Let's do that. And we need to make copper cable. Right. So you are the wooden board. You need cellulose fiber added to you. I've used it all up, so I have to make some more myself. How much do you need? 20. Now at least we have a means to use some of our brown algae that is getting too full way too fast. So the next step, I guess, is we need to make these cable machines. Why don't I just kind of fill in this area? I think 2 more of these guys, and we're just about done. Making some basic circuits, but we're not getting any excess copper at the moment. Which is problematic. Okay, we're done. So you can go there, and you can go there. You can make the copper coil. Where is the copper coil? That one. And we will need 1 more inserter. And you are making basic electronic circuits. Basic circuit board. I need a box or something for this to go into. And another inserter. You need some of that. Right, this is what we've been missing. Now, this needs to be ramped up in a way that I simply don't have room for. So I've built myself into a corner. We may have to do it here. This is actually a very silly place for this processing line. I'm nervous about how much sand I actually have. But I probably shouldn't be, because it didn't really take that long to get a whole lot more. Let's check on tech, how far that's going. Got cement, farming. I have no idea if I need farming. What's this one? Advanced solder. See, we're already up to the advanced recipe before we've even had a chance to use the initial recipe. We are running out of... I've got that one up there. We are running out of the initial tech options really fast. Which maybe means that we can preserve, well, we can preserve some of our we can preserve some of our resource for let me 13, is that it? Are you done? No. Something is done because it needs cellulose fiber, which probably means I should make a whole lot more. We need some assembly machines. We need to convert these things to wooden blocks. We then need to... I think I need a stone furnace, actually. We have one already. Let's go back into FNEI. Fiber usage, not that one. So we've got the wood pellets. Let's get the usage of that. That's in an assembly machine. Okay, you're out. That's not good. That means one of you has too many of these, maybe? No, that's not actually it. Wow. Well, at least power's still actually okay. Alright, so we can still do this. We need to... would it be possible to intercept it over here, I wonder? So you are going to make wood bricks from those. Then, the next step is to use one of these on the wood bricks, I believe. There is a way of saying that. Add to favourites, right? That's what we need to do while we're trying to get through this. So wood pellets. That's what we want. So add to favourites. Yeah, that's a furnace. Wood bricks into a furnace. Makes charcoal. And the next step on the equation is this one, but that needs steam. So let's just make the charcoal, first of all. But we are going to need some of those for fuel. So the wood bricks themselves don't provide fuel, so 2 more inserters. Actually, 3 more inserters. The power pole. Okay. There we go. We've added 25% more power, just like that. hopefully that is enough for it to get through to the other side. You should all be going crazy. Plenty of water. Wow. Starving. Plenty of power. Okay. So what I really want to do is not do that the way I'm doing it there, but instead have 6. Let's get all of those. Instead, basically have a situation where between every one we have one of these, which means that we need 2 extras, and one of them is going to be doing this recipe and the other is going to be doing this recipe. And over time, I actually want to move probably all of these things up here to follow this sort of pattern, but let's start off with, say, copy, can't reach, paste, and copy, paste, paste. And we're going to need another power pole up here somewhere. And more inserters, of course. Let's get more of our... Don't have any. You need... we've got 58. What's your problem? 16 paper. What's your problem? 4 boards. Okay, we ran out of copper. This is not going to help us for very long. In fact, it may be that I'm actually better off, and that is giving me a bit of iron, but I might be better off not doing the sorting just yet. What have we got here? We've only got 2. That doesn't seem like very much. But alright, so inserters. Let's get all 8 of those. I think we'll need them. You go in there, you go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. Okay. How much can this machine cope with? They can cope with more. Okay. So the general idea would be that we probably need a little bit more space here, for one thing. And probably going up here as well. We need to power up that one. We need to unload these onto some belt. And we're out of belt, alright. Resource hungry. What are we out of now for belt? Iron plate, okay. get rid of no, we can't get rid of that. I need more iron. That's handy. Okay, so we can get some bridging and we can do that. Oh. I do have power, no, I don't. So the other ones are making this stuff. What we can do there is we may start using our special bobs. Long reach, so the drop tile won't be there, it will actually be there, see? To get this out of the way, we probably need just a little bit more around the corner there. Oh, we're out of power there. Fuel. Okay. There, I have some. Actually, maybe I needed some of those. Is it worth me stopping research? Since I don't really need any of this research at the moment, it may actually be worth me stopping it. I mean, I don't, these things here I just added for the sake of it. I don't actually need them right now. It might be worth it to stop it so I can accumulate some resources to proceed with this at a slightly better pace. Okay. Yeah, look at this now. In fact, what we will do is this, and we will now use this material in here, and we can put that material in there. Yeah, you're waiting on resources, but I guess we probably, no, we don't have, oh yeah, we do have some iron. At this point, we've solved our power issue. But we haven't solved our resources issue, I would suggest. So, one. What I might do is I could duplicate all of this. Trying to work out what I really want to do. We've outdone ourselves in terms of getting extra iron at this point. In fact, I don't believe I need that. Maybe I should look at doing the copper recipe for this instead of iron. If we were to do, oh, we've also got 20 steel in there. I think what I really need to do is washing, but induction furnace. Oh, that's just missing a few of these guys, which is missing copper. I need copper to be produced more efficiently than it currently is. So at the moment, I think we're getting 2/3 of 1 copper. Whereas if we have a look at copper, we want to get copper plate. So 3 crushed stirritite would give us 2. 4 copper ore gives us 3. So we're getting 3/4 of the copper ore. It's 10 molten copper per plate, which is 1 copper ingot per plate, and you get a 1-to-1. So going through all of this process will net us a third more copper, which is probably worthwhile at this point. So yes, if this was doing the copper, and let's get rid of this fuel. Now that fuel instead. Let's have a look at what the full process is. So to get to copper, copper ore, blast furnace, that's that. To get to the molten copper, you need an induction furnace. Let's see if we can finally build one of these induction furnaces. No. That's why we were making these things. Nope, we need some more, we need more copper. Induction furnace, no. We need stone brick. Right. Stone brick will be made from I may not have a recipe for stone brick, which means I can't go down this path. Stone. Stone brick. 2 stone in a furnace. Okay, so we need to make stone again. Which means we need some of the crushed not to be turned into this stuff, but instead to be turned into stone. How about you reconstitute stone then? What was the recipe? Really? That's what I needed. Let's make a whole lot of stone. So that we can make stone brick. We're going to need that. That should let us make furnaces. Yeah, 5 stone. We'll just put it out here. Oh, that's because up here is now jammed, right? I guess what I need to do then is do that so that it's not jammed anymore. And you probably need to do something similar. Okay. Future-proofing. Copper. Copper, copper, copper. In there. Now, you. What do we have? I know I've got some wood, but let's do that. So I've got a stack of this stuff. We need the stone. So make stone brick. And another box. We need some wood bricks. Have you got any wood bricks? We need some copper for that to work. Let's help ourselves to that collection. Stone are we getting out of this? It's a reasonable amount. We probably have quite a lot in here though. Okay, you can probably go back to sand now. Go. Excuse me. Alright, so that should be enough to get our blast furnace, induction furnace, and what do we need now? We need more basic circuit boards. What are you waiting on? Oh, you need more cable. At least one more, huh? Is that enough? Steel. That's enough. Okay. So, what are you making? You're making ingots. They then go into the induction furnace. Induction furnace goes into a casting machine. I would like the casting machine to be able to feed that directly. Say what you can do if it's about there. So that means that needs to be about there. What? What's wrong with that? Ah, that's what's wrong with it. And now this is a 2 gap, which I don't really like. You can go there. just to save one power pole. Okay. Sorry. This could be a while. Backed up on iron again. Okay. How is power actually doing? 3 point. Oh, that is nasty. Have we? No, there's no reason for these to have stopped. What about here? Yes, there's a reason for these ones to have stopped. And we're not even coming close to tackling that problem, really. How about you take mine as well as your own? Another power hole. Alright, are we getting anywhere here? 20. We need 24. I'm hoping this is going to oversupply this so that I can have a separate box of copper. Which, you know, I could probably do anyway. In fact, maybe I should output all of this into a box and then into here. That might make more sense. Oh, you need a formula. Of course, you're doing that, and you are doing that. Okay. Yeah, you're going to run out of room for this soon. I do think that would be a better idea. I could get rid of this extended. 26, you're full. You're waiting to build up again. I think we can risk pulling this one out now. Which means that can go away. We'll need a little bit more in here. I guess I'm slightly less worried about the potential impact there. I did get some inserters, good. So we'll have 2 inserters there. We need to do a little bit of work back here. And we need another one of these, which I should have one of these for. And inserters. We actually need more inserters again. And we are short of the crafting boards. Have we? Yes, finally, that's what I wanted to see. Okay, and We've got a little bit of a wait on our next bit of copper. What are we doing for time? I'm just engrossed with what's going on. I have one. That's all I needed, wasn't it? No, but it's a start. That's because I need these things as well, and we have the ability to make wood bricks, but not the copper cable, and I'm assuming I've used up all my copper cable. Yes. That's not really dropping. How are you doing? 20. $22. I need it to do that once more. It takes 4. There we go. Okay, we need some more of those. And inserters. Let's get 5 of them. I need some more of that. Okay, that's back in action. Messy, but working. Power looks fine. Copper. Because I stole so much, it is behind now. You two. Yeah. This is kind of ridiculous at this point. Instead of going from there to there to there to there to there, we should just be going directly into here. Which means we should just move this thing up by 1. These guys. And have some sitting there. Oh, look at that. Okay, that looks better. Which means we don't need that part. Save ourselves some resources. And what I should do is get the whole lot up here in this sort of format and find a better way of doing this. In fact, maybe even move the whole thing. Copper, how are you? 4. Okay. Let's reorganize this as well. This is probably the last thing I'm going to do in this episode. Just quickly reorganize. So let's put the induction furnace here, and the casting machine here. Then let's use this guy. Let's use this guy to do that. You're doing that one, and you're doing that one. How are you going? 16. Good. But as you can see, we now have quite a backlog of those. We have quite a backlog of those. This machine keeps getting overfull. with iron, so that's a good thing. And we're making steel as well, so we are actually, I think, now in a positive situation. So perhaps there's no reason not to start doing some of these other things. In fact, we're going to run out of red alone tech shortly. We do, I believe we just made the green, so we could do these things. What does it need? It needs an Atmos instrumentation, which is this one, which needs basic circuit boards, so it's just as well that we have automated that. And what's the other thing? It needs an Atmos reaction node. That needs tin copper wire radio. So yes, we're going to have to do washing before we can do that. This is looking like we're starting to bank up on our charcoal, which is a good thing. I would like to collect some of this resource in a box, not a lot though. That's just so that we can make the power poles. How's this going? 8. See, that's kind of perfect now. That will store our excess. I'll probably need to do something similar with the iron. I think science will run continuously for what it's worth for the remaining period of time until it's done. And yeah, we can't even output fully from all these machines yet. Oh, you need more of this cellulose fibre too, don't you? 20, in fact. Why don't we just do this and give you the output to their treatment. Oh, you're full again. Need you to go in there, buddy. Although it doesn't really need it, does it? We limited you to 27. I don't know what they stack to. Let's just see if I put that in there. Create some level of demand. It's not you that needs these. It's you, right? Yes, it's you. Okay. How wonky can I get with inserters? Not particularly wonky yet. So with the Bob's inserter, you should be able to reach to there, but I think we need the next tech level. You've only got 3 carbon left, okay. Take half of that. How are you doing? You need to be topped up as well. 12. Oh, you need to be topped up as well. Not what I had in mind. $99. you're basically struggling at this point. We need more than one machine doing this. What about you? No, you could definitely handle it coming in faster. Suspect I need to get rid of this. Need to set up some proper processing of this. Is that cyclical? No, we just have enough going that we need everything operating. These probably use quite a bit of power. 36, good grief. I can see more spaghetti on the horizon. How about... This is not pretty, but it will have to do for now. Okay, now we can go... oh, and we've got nothing over there at all. You are stacked up, right. $73. I don't want to waste too much space with this. In fact, that's probably plenty for now, so why don't we just stop it? Okay, so power is still an issue. I think I mentioned before we need to... I'll have a look at this sort of maybe offline for a little while and figure out our next steps, but it's probably a complete reorganization of all of this, get it more happening like this, except we'll actually try and bring these online. Fortunately, we actually will have a demand for these circuits, so that is going to keep everything busy. Oh, you're out of... That's right, you're out of power. I needed to supply you with power. I might have to give you wood for now. Get that back going again. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. But anyway, I'll leave you here, guys. Thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.